That time I abandoned my family. This story happened a few years ago. I had been in a relationship with my boyfriend for about a year, and I had recently moved in with him. We both worked a lot, and I was going to school full time as well. Weekends were pretty much the only time we got to spend time together. We were just setting in on a Friday night to watch a movie. Die Hard, in case you were wondering. When my mother called, I cringed. The only time my mother ever called is when she wants something. This particular time, my mum wanted me to babysit my sister. This sister was 14 and didn't need a babysitter. Not only did she want me to babysit my sister, she wanted me to drive the 3-hour round trip to her house, pick my sister up, entertain and feed her for the whole weekend, and then drive her back. Obviously I said no. Then she offered me $20 to cover expenses. Still an obvious no. Mum transformed into her true form, the raging beast. How could you turn your back on your family? You're abandoning us. Your sister needs you. It's that boyfriend, isn't it? He's abusing you and turning you away from your family. She kept it up for about 10 minutes before tuckering herself out and hanging up on me. And she wonders why I don't talk to her anymore. Perfect time to announce a divorce. When I was getting married, now divorced, we had the rehearsal dinner the night before our wedding. After ordering, but before the food arrives, my ex-in-laws stood up together and said they had an announcement. They were getting a divorce, and the father was not going to come to the wedding the next day. This was after insisting on the music that he would walk down the aisle to, and also had us make room during the reception for him to play the guitar and sing a song he wrote us. My ex and her family were obviously upset, while my family couldn't understand why they couldn't just wait another 24 hours. Our friends just drank, my ex and her mum got in an argument, and her mum couldn't understand why everyone was upset. Her dad took the opportunity to ask me to reimburse him for his tuxedo rental, since he wasn't going to be using it. Entitled mother calls my friend many racial slurs, reports us to the police. I live in a small town which has an annual fair. My best friend and I were stoked to go. We bought tickets in advance and couldn't sleep. The day of the fair rolls around, and my friend and I drive to downtown. It's busy as crap, so we walked in traffic for 10 minutes. It was intense and nobody was patient. When we finally got there, we immediately bought some water and guzzled them down. While we were guzzling them down, this woman that just radiates Karen walks up. Her kid, probably 4 years old, says that us guzzling is disgusting and we owe them our tickets. I was annoyed and told her no and walked away with my friend. Next thing we know, this woman comes up right behind us and calls my friend a nigger. I got really heated and shouted at her. I told her to get the fuck out. Well, this EB starts running to find security and comes back with 2 guys. We told the guard the story, but he wasn't really having it. They grabbed me and my friend. The people went crazy and told the guards what we said was true, and they let go of us. The guards got heated and threw the lady and her kid out. The crowds were happy and we had a good day at that fair. Entitled parents pastors try to take children's money. Oh, buckle up and maybe get some tea. So my church has a thing where you can give money to support it, like help pay the pastor's salary, give to mission trips, and help pay for people who need help. In the beginning, it was a no-notice form of giving. The bowl stayed in the back of the sanctuary, so there was no big attention drawn to it. Then they started getting greedy. They made giving money part of the service, and they got more bowls so that no one would be missed. Then it got worse. The pastor suggested that the children be given chores, and the teens should go and get jobs so that they could earn money. Then they said the money the children 5 to 17 earned should all be given to the church, since it would teach them to share and be generous. Like the little kids were expected to give $10 every week and the teens $20 to $40 every week. And you were heavily judged by the pastors and deacons if you didn't. My nana had 6 kids to support and couldn't do it. She was also super angry that they would try to steal children's hard-earned money. People were shocked into silence, and a few actually did it thinking they were helping the church. Turns out the money was being used to give the pastors and their kids a life of luxury. The money was being given to the pastors, a very hearty paycheck, as well as a severance package, $50,000. It was paying for the children to attend expensive colleges for 6 to 8 years, paying for their cars and even houses. People were pissed when they found this out. They immediately withdrew their money and stopped giving. The pastors were forced to accept a pay cut and they had to beg for money. People are a lot less giving now. People asked me to shave beard and avoid the sun so I didn't look like an African. I'm male, 18 and from Spain, and just came to live alone in the UK and get my university degree. Obviously, as anyone would suppose, my parents had some concerns about it. Normal human concerns that you'd have if your son went to live alone to another country with a very different language and so young. What I did not expect was what I said in the title. They formally asked me to shave my beard and to avoid the sun during the summer so I didn't look African when I came to the UK. Their justification was that them Brits are very racist. First impressions are very important if you want to make friends, and we want you to be happy and to socialise. I understand their concern with social interaction because I'm a bit of an introvert and only hang about with the same 5 people back at home. But I think this request is just comically stupid and ironically racist to both Africans and Brits. I asked them if they were serious plenty of times, and they still have the same take. Nonetheless, I could get away with my beard intact, and I promise that these guys are not evil, controlling all. They can just get weird sometimes. I just wanted to share this funny experience, even though it's not the level of entitlement that you see in this subreddit. Have a nice day. While we were guzzling them down, this woman just... Oh, God's sake. While we were guzzling them down, this woman that just... Fuck! While we were guzzling them down, this woman just like... Oh, my God, fuck me.